Hello everyone, my name's Ellie Kimbrough. Welcome to your practice. Today we're going to be freeing up the joints. We'll do a bit of shoulder mobility and move through some gentle flow. Just to start, if you want to find a bolster or block to sit up, just so you have a nice straight spine, you can do that. If you feel comfortable just sitting on the ground, that's fine too. Just finding a comfortable seat, cross-legged, or sitting on your shins, however you like. Let the hands rest on the legs. You can close down the eyes. Maybe moving the shoulders around. You can bring them up towards the ears, around the back and down, just gentle movements. And let them settle. And just spend a minute or two at the start of class connecting with our breath. Using this time to separate the rest of your day from your practice, being on your mat. Slowing down. Finding moments of stillness. Nourishing your body. Making sure the jaw is relaxed. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And breathing in and out through the nose. Lengthening out your breath. On your inhales, seeing if you can start filling the lungs from the bottom up. Let the belly be soft. Rib cage expands. And reverse it with the exhale, starting from the bottom. Nice and slow. And just a few more cycles of deep breaths. Maybe the first time today that you stopped to think about your breath. Just noticing how your body feels. It's supported by the ground. Letting the head grow a little bit taller, lengthening the spine. And one more deep inhale. And you can exhale out through the mouth if you like. Blinking the eyes open. Inhaling, your arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Just a little twist here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Good. Inhale, arms reach tall. And exhale, right fingertips to the ground, left hand behind the head, and then start to crawl the right fingers out to the side, just supporting yourself so you can start to reach that left elbow up towards the ceiling. Stay long through the spine, open through the chest, leaning towards the right. The right side's gonna compress a little bit, but try to resist that groin long still through both sides. One more breath here. Let the head press back into the hand. And then inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, left fingertips down, right hand behind the head. Walk the fingertips out to the side. Reach that top elbow towards the ceiling. Pressing the back of the head into the hand, just so the chin isn't crunching down towards the chest. You want neck to be long, chin up. Deep breaths here. Lengthening through the sides, especially that right side. Next inhale, reach the arms tall. And exhale, lower the hands. You can come off the blocker, stay on it if you're comfortable on your bolster. And just briefly walking the hands forward. Let the back round. Supporting yourself with your hands, forearms. 2 cycles of breath here. And on the next inhale, walking the hands back and extend the legs forward. Again, if you find that you round a little bit sitting here, feel free to sit up on a towel, blanket, whatever. Wherever you're, try to grab your bottom, bring it back a little bit behind you, just to move the skin out from under you so you're sitting on those sit bones. We're gonna work through the joints, just starting with the toes and working our way up, just to get everything lubricated and moving freely. Sitting up nice and tall. I'll remind you of that throughout this. The tendency is to, as you're thinking about your toes and ankles, to slouch forward. So try to sit up tall and then flex your feet back. So toes towards the knees, engage the quads. And then point the toes, stretch the toes forward. Still legs active. Sitting nice and tall. Flex the feet and exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Just a few more like this. Really pointing as hard as you can. Even maybe the heels are lifted slightly because the legs are so active. And as you reach the toes towards the knees, spread them. Good, one more. Relax that. Still sitting upright, shoulders stacked over the hips. So it's a little bit odd. We're gonna bring our big toes forward, little toes come back towards your face. Swap it, little toes away, big toes towards the face. Make sure that you're keeping that natural curve in your low back. Reaching those little toes forward, keeping the toes spread as far wide as you can. Takes a bit of focus. I'll turn to the side just so you can see what might be happening that you want to avoid with the back. So still working on those toes, little toes forward, alternating with the big toes. And just make sure that you're not doing one of these where the back rounds. Here, keep the bum sticking back, chest lifting. 2 more. Good. Shake it out. Let the legs flop. We're gonna do circles with the feet. Just drawing big, wide circles. And then go the other way. Feel the legs engage. Keeping the chest lifting. Good. And then grabbing that right leg. Just bringing little like half bicycles with the knee, but we're gonna support the thigh with the arms, keeping the chest lifted and straightening and bending the leg. Really letting your arms support that leg. Try to keep the other foot leg active. Just a few revolutions. And then setting that leg down, grab the back of the left thigh, half pedal, keeping both feet active, sitting tall, legs engaged, assisting that pedaling leg with the arms. Good, setting it down, grabbing that right leg again, and taking the ankle, cross it over the left thigh. Try to keep that left foot active still, and just gently lifting that knee up and letting it move towards the ground. Just letting it move as far down as it wants to go. No forcing it. Just helping to guide that knee, just getting into that hip joint. Controlled movements. Good. And then grabbing the foot with one hand, knee with the other. Just a little side to sides, rocking that leg, keeping the knee and the ankle in line still. Notice if that other leg starts to relax and kind of forget what it's here for. Use it to support yourself. Action through the leg, helping you to sit up a little bit taller. Good, and then setting that foot inside the left thigh, and just little half butterfly flaps. So just letting that leg bounce. Good, and lifting the knee, extend that leg out. Other side, bring that left ankle to cross over the thigh. Keep that right leg active, and just gently lifting that knee and letting it lower. Stay sitting tall, active through the long leg. Finding that natural range of movement. Getting things moving through those joints. Good, and then holding the foot and the knee, just gently letting it rock side to side. Letting the hip open up a little wider. Still sitting tall, shoulders back. Bottom leg active. And then setting the left foot inside the right leg and just naturally letting that leg bounce. Still sitting nice and tall. And then gathering both legs in. Soles of the feet together. Lifting the heart. And again, just letting the legs bounce here. I always find this action really soothing. Oh, I don't know why, maybe it goes back to when you're a baby getting bounced. Good, one more breath. Enjoy it. Good work. And then extending the legs out, face you again. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Adjust anything you need. If you need to move to a block, you can, or if this isn't comfortable and you want to sit cross-legged, that's fine too. It's good practice to keep this Dandasana shape. It's an active pose. We're going to move into the wrists and the shoulders. So reaching forward, make fists, bring those fists together, sit nice and tall, wrists in line with the shoulders, and rolling the knuckles against each other. Notice that my feet are still active, legs engaged, long spine, still keeping that natural curve. Good, and try to make as big a circles as you can, keeping contact with the fists. And go the other way. Maybe get some good crackles. Give it a couple more. Try to keep the arms straight, strong. Good. And then just doing little opening and closing, like bicep curls almost. But you can bring the fingertips together and tap the shoulders, keeping the elbows as high as the shoulders. Opening and closing the arms. Engaging the muscles of the body while letting those elbow joints move freely. Good. And then letting fingers come to the shoulders, elbows together, lift up and around, drawing as big a circles as you can. Good, letting the elbows come together, reach up tall behind you, squeezing the shoulder blades together, elbows down and around. Good. One more this direction. And then swap directions, elbows down, up and around. Just a few revolutions. Still sitting tall, active through the legs, the feet. And one more. Nice, and relax. And then just through the neck, so moving the head gently side to side. Shaking the head no. Not forcing it anywhere. Just letting it move freely. Sitting tall. Good, and then gaze forward, just a few nods, reaching the chin up and then down towards the chest. Real gentle. And then looking forward, you can gather the legs up, come onto a tabletop, shape the knees underneath the hips, wrists under the shoulders, moving through a few cat-cows, so getting into those vertebrae. Also acts as a bit of a joint in the spine, letting the sit bones lift, chest lift, gaze just forward of the mat. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, press the floor away. Moving with your breath. Exhaling to round. Inhaling, letting the chest come forward, sit bones lift, palms drag towards the knees. One more cycle like this. Good. And come center. Just noticing with the palms, often we tend to send more of the weight towards the pinky side edge of the hand. Try to press down with the pad of your index finger and your thumb. So distribute the weight more evenly. And making circles over the wrists. Wrist creases parallel to the front of the mat. Active through the tummy here, belly button drawing back towards the spine. And go the other way. And then come center over the wrists and letting the chest lower. Belly stays where it's at, hips stay. Just letting the chest drop, shoulder blades squeeze together behind you. And then pressing the floor away, broaden through the scapula. Exhale, you can lower, letting the chest sink, shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale, press away, shoulder blades slide apart. Couple more like that. Nice. Good. And then coming back neutral. Gonna reach the right arm up towards the sky. We'll start with a few taps. So on the exhale, reach that arm underneath you. Tap across to the outside of that left shoulder. Left elbow bends to the side. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, reach under. Inhale, long. This time, exhale, reach that shoulder under. Right arm reaches all the way across. Bring the shoulder and right side of the cheek to the ground. Left fingertips overhead. You can let the side of the head press into the floor. Left elbow bent, pointing towards the ceiling. And notice if the hips moved a lot to the left. See if you can shift them a little back towards the right. Deep breaths here. Good, and then lowering left palm to the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, set it down. Other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, sweep under to tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reaching under. Right elbow bends to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, long. This time, exhale, reaching under and across. Left shoulder, side of the cheek, come to the ground. Right fingertips overhead. Right elbow bent towards the ceiling. So it's a nice support to help you access the twist a bit more easily. A nice stretch through the shoulder. You can press the head into the ground. Can be nice if maybe had a little headache or anything, help relieve some of that pressure in the head. If the hips swayed a little to the right, try to bring them a little back to the left. Deep breaths. Good. And then setting the right palm down. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, reach towards the sky. And exhale, set it down. One round, cat-cow. Inhale, arch, lift the chest. Exhale, round, tuck the tail, press the floor away. Good, and then sitting back, I'm going to challenge you all to see if you can sit on the toes. So toes are curled under. Might need to move that pinky toe forward so it's not tucked back behind. I'll face you. This is a really good stretch for the soles of the feet, arches, all that fascia that helps support the foot. So if you can stay here throughout our arm rotations, do that. If you need to come down, that's fine too. So this one, don't think too hard about it. We're just going to work on the full rotation of the shoulder. So you can start with the palm in, sweep the right arm. We'll start across you, reach up as far as you can, rotating back. Eventually that palm's going to want to spin. So then the thumb's down and reach behind you. So the palm's almost, or back of the hand towards the thumb. And then extend the arm back, pinky up, turn, and rotate it back forward. And just, if that's too much, just move the arm in as big a circles as you can. Your body will know what to do with the rotations. Movement. So not turning your chest, shoulders to assist it. Only going as far as feels comfortable for you. Your circles might be a little bit smaller. That's fine. Good. And we'll do one more circle. Still breathing through these. And on the other side. Thumb forward, sweep that arm across the front of your body, reach up. Start to reach behind you. You're going to have to rotate the arm. Thumb spins down. And rotate so the back of the hands towards your bum. And then reverse it back up. You're gonna have to rotate again and bring that arm sweeping across the face. Good. If you notice you're leaning forward a lot, try to sit back. It's okay if you need to come off the toes. Just multitasking here, getting into the feet and the shoulders. If there's tightness in the jaw, consciously relax it. Looking for that full rotation, whatever that might mean for you in your arms. Good, one more. Still breathing. Nice work. If you're on the toes still, feel free to come off. That's a nice long session on the toes. I like to paddle my feet. Good. And you can even sit back on the shins, fingers behind you. Give one knee a little lift just to stretch out the fronts of the shins, top of the feet. Set that down other side. Good. And then coming forward, all fours. Tuck the toes. We're going into down dog now, so don't worry, we won't sit on our toes again. And just walking out the legs, lifting one heel, sending the other down. Nice steady breath. Can let the hips sway a little side to side. Good, and then bending the knees a lot. Try to bring the torso, your ribs towards the thighs. Lift the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Press the floor away. Forearms squeeze towards each other. Remember that weight on the palm, sending it towards the padding of the pointer finger and thumb. Knit the ribs in. Keep the sit bones lifting. Stay like this if it feels nice. This is the best way to have a long spine in your down dog. If you can keep this and start to lower the heels, trying to hide the heels behind the feet. Checking in on your breath. Stay one more cycle of breath. Finding some stillness. Next, inhale, shift forward to a plank. A little puff through the upper back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank. And then just so you can feel it, we did this on our knees. Let the chest drop a little bit and press the floor away, puff through the upper back. Just so you get that feeling of pressing away. That's how we want our planks to be. Press back, down dog. And inhale, shift forward. This time we'll lower slowly. You can use knees or no knees. Focus is to keep torso strong, elbows squeezing in, shoulder points lifting. You could pause when the shoulders are about as high as the elbows and lower all the way to the ground. Walk the legs back behind you. Reach the arms alongside, back the hands to the ground. Legs active, squeezing the muscles of the legs so strong that the knees lift off the ground. Top of the feet press into the ground. The next inhale, lift the chest. And then bring the shoulder blades together behind you. And reach the fingers back towards the feet. Palms can lift about as high as the shoulders. Keeping the legs active. Pointing the kneecaps straight down. So that's just noticing if your legs tend to rotate out, so maybe the knees tend to turn out or in a little bit. You want to keep the knees pointing straight to the ground. So breathing. One more inhale. And exhale, lower. You can set one cheek to the ground. Give the hips a little sway side to side. Okay, and then gazing back forward. This time reach arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Legs active again. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, knuckles pull back towards the heels. Gaze is just forward of the mat, almost down the bridge of your nose. Steady with the breath. And one more inhale, lift. And exhale, slowly lower. Turn the other cheek to the ground. Let the arms relax. You can wiggle the hips side to side or even bend the knees. Let the feet windshield wipers side to side. And then lengthen the legs out. And press through the hands. Come up through the knees. Bring the big toes together. Knees apart. Hips move back. Child's pose. For this child's pose, keep the arms active. Palms pressing into the ground like down dog hands. Fingers spread nice and wide. Move into the side body. So on the next inhale, reach the arms long. Press into the floor. And exhale, walk the arms over to the right. Let the torso rotate a little bit towards that right thigh. Send the hips back towards the heels. Left fingertips walk out a little bit further and grip the ground so you can come up on fingertips as you send that left hip back. Nice cycles of breath into that left rib cage. And next inhale, come back center. And exhale to the other side. Let the right fingertips walk out a little further. You can brace yourself up on the right fingertips. Send the hips back, especially that right hip back towards the right heel. Deep breaths here. Letting that right side be nice and long. Expanding the rib cage. And then on the next inhale, walking the hands forward. Coming up onto all fours. Tuck the toes, press back down, dog. And then walking the feet towards the top of the mat. Keep the knees bent. You want the knees bent so much that your chest can rest on the thighs. Let the arms hang heavy. You could grab opposite elbows. Use your arms as a bit of a weight. Let the head be heavy, very tip top of the head falling towards the ground. You can let the arms sway a little side to side. And then releasing the elbows. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward of the mat. Exhale, fold. Strong through the legs. Inhale, rising up. Arms reach tall. Exhale, hands through to the heart. And inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, folding forward, little bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Nice. Exhale, fold. You can step the right foot back. Coming up on fingertips here. And just little shifts back and forward. So pressing through the back toes, letting that right heel lift vertical. Sending it back to get into the calf. Chest stays lifted. Good. And then as you shift forward, lower the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, making fists as you draw the elbows down, lifting the chest. Good. Inhale, reach tall. Good. One more. Exhale, bend the elbows to the side, lift the heart. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. So turning towards that front thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, reach forward. Plant that left hand down. Lift to the back knee. Inhale, left arm reaches towards the sky. And exhale, lower the hand. So if you have a block nearby, it's handy to have it at the top of the mat. We're going to bring that back heel down. You can have hand to a block or to the ground. Inhale, lift right arm up, little side angle. Exhale, lower the hand, lift the back heel. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, hand to the block. Last one, heel down. Inhale, open that right arm up. Nice work. Step the left foot back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up behind you. Open the hips, bend that top knee. Press evenly through the arms, and here make circles with that top ankle. Equal weight through the hands. Change the direction of your ankle circles. And then inhale, you can square off the hips, stretch that leg back. Exhale, shift forward, see if you can tap right knee towards the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee towards the elbow. Inhale, extend. Good, last one. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Puff through the upper back, press the floor away. Shift the weight a little to the left palm, and then step that right foot forward. Good, lift the chest, gaze forward. Shift the weight, step that back foot forward. Fold here, you can have bent knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rising up, arms reach tall. And exhale, hands to the heart. Next, inhale, reach the arms tall. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. If you have a block, you can prepare putting it to the other side. Step the left foot back. Staying up on fingertips here. Wiggle that foot a little further back. Lift the chest. And just shifting the weight back and forward, keeping that back leg strong. Feeling that power of pressing through that back foot. Letting the heel go vertical. Just checking that that front knee stacked over the ankle. Or behind it even. Good, next time you press through the back toes, heel goes vertical, set that back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, exhale, bend the elbows. You can make fists, lift the chest. Inhale, extend. One more, exhale, bend the elbows, lifting the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, extend. And exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, turning towards that front thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up. One more time, exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, arms sweep tall. And then exhale, left palm to the ground. You can extend that back leg, lifting the knee up. Right arm opens to the side. Good. On the exhale, you can lower that right hand to a block if you like, or to the ground. Back heel spins down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, lower, lift the back heel. Right arm reaches towards the sky. And exhale, hand to the block. Back heel lowers to the ground. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. Exhale, lower the hand. Good. Plant both hands. Step that right leg back. Down dog. And inhaling, left leg lifts. Open the hips. Bend that top knee. Even weight through the hands. And then making circles with that top ankle. Finding the breath here. Switch the direction of your circles. And then extend the leg. Bring the hips facing towards the ground again. Inhale. And exhale, shift forward. Left knee towards the elbow. Little tap, press the floor away. Inhale, extend. Exhale, shifting forward, plank, knee towards that left elbow. Inhale, extend. This one, shifting forward, knee comes towards the nose. Puff up through the upper back. Little weight towards the right palm. Step the left foot through. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, step the back foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, strong legs, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice. And then a little bit more external rotation with the shoulders. So you can bring the elbows in towards the ribs. That's the most important part. You can have fists, so palms up. You can curl the hands so the arms stay nice and strong. You can have the palms open, however you like. Either way, keeping the elbows tucked in, chest lifted. Rotate the arms, forearms away from each other. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And let the arms come forward. This is an external rotation, moving the forearms apart. Squeezing the shoulder blades down. Good. Come forward one more. Shoulders down. Externally rotate, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and then shake it out. You can move the shoulders, step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Try to keep the hips from rotating too much. Inhale, arms tall. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sit the bum down. Keep the arms lifting, just a bit of a chair pose. Building up last bit of heat. And reach the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Reach the knuckles back. And then round the back. Let the forehead come towards the knees. Lift the arms up and over. One more breath here. And lower the hands. And straighten out the legs. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back. Stay up on fingertips here. Lift the chest. Strong through that back leg, even engaging the glutes. And then lower that back knee. Hands can come to the hips here for stability. You like, have the arms lifting wherever you feel more comfortable. If you know that you get a little bit wobbly, you're gonna be lifting and lowering this back knee. You can make a wider stance by moving that front foot a little towards the outer edge of the mat. So find comfortable pose. You can even use the hands on hips to give that the hips a little tilt, lengthening out the low back. Lift that back knee, and then a little bend and lift. Another option could be hands to the ground, lower the knee and lift it. So working at wherever you feel comfortable today. Couple more. Good. And then an option to keep the knee down or have it lifted, depending on your balance. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, sweep the arms tall. Exhale, let the arms come behind you. Interlace the fingers. Reach the knuckles down, that back leg, lift the chest. Good. On the exhale, let the chest come forward. If the knee's down, you can lift it now and take a little step forward with that back foot. Want that front shin to get vertical, shoulders in line with the hips, and play with lifting that back leg. It's a variation of warrior 3, hands bound. Finding the breath. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower the hands. You can step that right leg behind the left. So you can have the feet, ankles crossed, and a little fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Bring the feet parallel. Slide the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, strong legs. Rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. And send the left. Start up on fingertips just to get nice long through that back leg, lifting the chest. Maybe even find that rock again. Good, and then lowering the back knee. Inhaling up. So pick wherever feels most comfortable for you. Hands to hips. You could have the hands down, or arms lifted, wherever you like. You're gonna work on lifting that back knee and lowering it. So it's pressing through that back heel, squeezing the glutes. Trying to keep the low back nice and long, so that might mean a little tuck of the pelvis. Good. And then ending either with the knee down or lifted, up to you. Inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Good. Inhale, reach tall. I can't remember if we did more than one, so we'll do one more. Exhale, open. I think we only did one. Oh well. Inhale, arms. Exhale, arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Reach the knuckles down the back leg. Lift the heart. Woo. And then exhale, let the chest come forward. You can step that back foot in, so if the knee was tucked or the knee was down, lift it up. Step the foot in, shoulders in line with the hips. Shift forward so the bottom shin is vertical, and then play with lifting that back leg. Hands bound, finding the breath. And stay for one more inhale. And exhale, lower the hands. Lower that left leg, the lifted leg, behind the right. You can bring the toes in the same line. Just a little fold over the legs. Inhaling, you can lift, uncross the legs, feet hip width apart. Slide the hands up the shins. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up Arms reach tall. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Just taking a breath here. Built a bit of heat. Just finding that nice steady rhythm of breath again. And letting the eyes open. Inhale, arms reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then heel toe, feet wide. We're going for a Malasana squat, so if you like to have something under the heels, you can roll up the mat or have a towel or blanket. You want the toes pointing out, heels in, and then bending the knees, lower the hips. You want the knees to stay in line with the center of the ankle. And palms come. Sitting as tall as you can. Just a couple breaths here. Good, and then reaching the arms forward. The head gently lower. And the spine round. And walking the hands in and coming down onto your bum. Make our way onto our back. Good, keeping the knees bent. And grabbing the edges of your yoga mat. There's a couple options here. You can either work by grabbing the edges and trying to pull the mat apart. You could also just use the elbows into the ground. Either way, we want just to have a bit of resistance so we can start to walk the shoulders underneath the back. So shoulder blades come towards each other. You've done that a lot. Good. Feet can be hip width apart or wider, whatever's comfortable for your low back. Press gently through the soles of the feet. Lengthen the low back down and lift the hips. Walking the shoulders further underneath you. Even shrugging the shoulders towards the ears. Pressing the back of your head down into the mat. Pressing evenly through the feet. Letting the chin lift away from the chest. And pressing through the legs. Maybe the chest comes towards the chin a little bit. Breathing here. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Moving the shoulders out from under you. And the vertebrae lower down one at a time. Good. You can bring the feet wide, let the knees knock together. One hand on the belly, one hand over the heart. You can close down the eyes and breathe. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. And then starting to bring the legs in, chest, give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. And then letting the legs lengthen out for Shavasana. You can move skin of the bum down. That can help remove any pressure from the low back. Taking up a bit of space. Have palms open towards the sky. Walking the shoulder blades a little bit underneath you just to open up through the collarbones. Letting the eyes close. And allowing yourself to drop into a state of rest. To receive the practice. Thinking of this as the other bookend to the practice that you've carved out time in your day for. Just staying a few moments with your breath. And taking 3 more cycles of breath here. You can lengthen these out, filling the lungs. Intentional breath. And on the next inhale, you can start to reach the arms overhead, taking a stretch here, pointing through the feet. And then bending the knees. Let yourself turn to one side, head resting on the arm, keeping the eyes closed. You're just soft. And slowly pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. And bringing the palms together in front of the heart. Taking a deep breath in. Long exhale. And thumbs come to the forehead, bowing forward. Namaste.